Ye Wubin's 100 Lessons to Mastering Time Management. Lesson 85. How to Protect Your Mobile Phone and Other Data. Hello everyone, my name is Ye Wubin from Neng. I am so happy to be with you now at 6 a.m. on the Ximalaya App. For those of you who have been following my lessons, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. I'm so happy to have you with us. Time is man's scarcest resource. Once it's used, it can never be regained. So if you're not using your time effectively, or if the time you're spending is only getting you further away from your dreams and life, then stay with me. Listen a while, and I'm confident I can help open your eyes to a new path that will get you closer to your dreams. I want to remind you there are 100 classes in this album, and every class lasts about 6 minutes. It is updated at 6 a.m. New York City time each morning. Our cell phones are very important to us. If we ever lost our phone, it could cause a great deal of trouble and inconvenience. Can you imagine? More important than the phone itself, however, is the data that is stored in the phone. Today we're going to talk about 5 things you can do to mitigate the risk of losing data stored on your phone, in addition to the loss of the phone itself. There are 5 steps I want to share with you. First, you must set the lock screen password on your phone. The lock screen is the first thing that shows up when you open your phone. You can do this in the settings portion of most phones. On the iPhone, don't ever forget this lock screen password, because if you do, you will never again be able to access the data on your phone. You can only restore the phone to factory settings, and your data will be erased. So be very careful not to forget the lock screen password if you have an iPhone. On the Android platform, however, it is relatively easy to recover. Second, set up a backup system. I'm going to talk about Apple's backup system. I do not know whether there is a backup function for Android phones. As far as I know, it is not easy to operate. For the iPhone, ever since the release of the iOS 5.0, Apple phones have been able to use the iCloud system, and it is very convenient. Why? I'll tell you. First, the iCloud allows us to share information on our phones easily with others. Second, it allows us to back up all data on the phone, not just in the iCloud, but also on a computer if we wish. Data backup to the cloud is done automatically once you set it up using the iPhone Gear setting. It will ask for your Apple ID and password. Then you switch the backup setting on. That's easy, and that's it. The convenient thing is, once you've turned the backup on, it will sync to the cloud automatically. For example, when your iPhone or iPad is connected to your home Wi-Fi system, it will automatically upload data to the cloud, but it will not do it when you are not connected to the Wi-Fi, thereby saving your data usage. If you ever want to check whether it was successful, it will allow you to see the time it completed the upload. If the backup is successful, then your data will be safely stored on the cloud. Don't try to back up your phone when you're away from your home network or you're not connected to a strong Wi-Fi connection. It is more efficient until you wait until you're at home. Third, if your device is lost, you will not have to worry. Your device will be locked, so no one else will be able to access your phone, and your data will be backed up and stored on the cloud. If you do lose your iPhone, there is a program that can help you find it. Generally, in an iPhone or iPad, there is an app that will allow you to actually search for your iPhone, as long as the battery is not dead. Your iPhone or iPad can be found through this program. This app can tell you how many devices you have. So do 3 things to find out where your phone is if it's lost. First, call the phone and set it up to play a specific song that only you remember. That way, you'll be able to identify your phone among all the other phones out there. So make sure you set the ring tone to something that is distinct and unique that you will recognize. Second, lock the phone. If you have a screensaver code or a lock screen code, you can also make it appear on the phone when you first turn it on. This way, if it does get into wrong hands, they will not be able to open it, and your data will be secure. Do not erase the data on your phone unless you really cannot find it. This is very important. Once you erase the data, it will be gone on your phone. However, if you back up your data, it will be accessible to you at any time. So the key is to back up your data all the time so that you will have the second copy, and you will be allowed to erase the data on your phone if virtually or remotely if you are not there and you do not have your phone. Now, fourth thing, I want to emphasize this. When you buy the equipment, pay careful attention to whether the device is the latest, the largest, and the most expensive. For example, you should know that your iPad has no 4G function. It only has Wi-Fi capability. That's something you need to be aware of when you're thinking about how to back up your phone or your iPad. Because many places require a password to access the internet, once the device is lost, the information cannot be transferred online for others to see. This is a very good safeguard for you, especially in this day and age with so many cyber attacks. So buying a new mobile phone with 4G speed is very important to ensure you have enough bandwidth in case you have no Wi-Fi. It's ready to access, ready to locate. It's very important. With the 4G speed, your phone can be located if it is lost, even if there's no Wi-Fi. That's why it's so important to buy a phone that is more advanced and is slightly better or more expensive than the cheaper phones. Fifth, let's talk about the PC and Mac computer backups. The Mac computers do not have a cloud backup feature, but you can buy a time capsule. The time capsule can provide internet access and backup features. This time capsule is designed for the Mac computer only. You can place a time capsule at home and in your work. Make sure your company is automatically backing up your phone. For PC backups, instructions will vary, but you need to essentially install a software called a ghost. This process is a little more complex, so I suggest you look around to an expert to give you the information and the training to do this. Well, that covers it. The 5 things you can do to protect your phone's data. Until tomorrow, take great care. See ya. These audio lessons are translated by Neng's partner Cece and then recorded by her husband Justin. I wish you great success today. See you tomorrow.